Welcome to this contemplative, meditative talk on the non-local planes of existence and multi-dimensionality that we can explore when we are experiencing portals. Portals are generally on the days where we have 12-12, 11-11, 10-10, and etc. These portal doorways are powerful in that they create more expansion and space in the non-local fields or the quantum field of reality. These planes of existences can sometimes be felt as timelines or different realities that we can drop in and out of, particularly more powerfully or easily on portals or in portals. So time for me is not the clock. Time is an existence that is multidimensional. And in these portals, I feel we transition through different timelines very easily, very gently, really, not so jarring as we may experience at other times. It's almost like it's an invitation, and then as the portal energies move, then the ability to be in multidimensional states of awareness lessens. Now, for some, it can be very intense downloads and upgrades and recalibration. And for others, it's much more of a gentle experience, and for others, again, no experience at all. So this is a time in these portals where in meditation or in quietness and stillness and reflection, you really can access higher guidance, whether you feel that's from your higher self or from guides and light beings or passed over masters, bodhisattvas. I like to think of the passed over Avalokiteshvara monks and high ascended masters. And I say high in the sense of their frequency feels vibrationally high, and light and bright and full of compassion. Compassion being one of the highest vibrational frequencies we can experience and be experienced as. So these portals and my work bring people to stillness and into an awakened state of awareness of the non-local planes of existence. And this is also about becoming very aware of your multidimensional hologenesis and your true potential for transformation and transfiguration. And we tend to think that transformation is matter over matter. If we do a lot of exercise and we get our diet right, in the sense of eating correctly and healthily, we can affect the body, we can affect matter over matter. If we work very hard at a project or an employment, we can affect matter over matter and be rewarded through matter, through gaining more money, for example, or gaining more recognition. But when we think about the connection to transformation being through an inner self-awareness of hologenesis, the hologenesis is clearly depicted in your Gene Keys profile. You can find that free profile at genekeys.com. When you start to notice the deeper quantum layers or this multidimensionality of yourself at play in all the quantum fields of realities, you realize your true multidimensionality. You begin to see you're not born and you don't die, that there is an isness, a beingness. And in each moment of conscious awareness, we are developing our hologenesis and exploring and experiencing this full multidimensionality of the potential of being. So it's a very fascinating time, these portal gateways, and it's not always that on each portal you'll have time to check in and fully notice what's happening. If it's a very busy day, it's going to be very much harder to tune in to the frequencies and the vibrations that are streaming and more available. You may notice it as a something, and then the next day the something has gone. Whereas if you're tuning in specifically and with conscious awareness that you would like to experience something, you can generally really notice that there are differences in what you're experiencing, either physically, but definitely also in the way that you can expand your consciousness into the non-local field, into the non-local planes of existence. And you may find yourself having sudden sort of downloads and insights and clarity, aha moments. Or if you are exploring meditation or guided visualizations meditations, have that as an experience that is much more powerful than in times where it's not a portal energy. So I have created a guided meditation for this portal to help you experience and explore that potential difference in connecting with the non-local field. And I hope that it allows you to experience that more sort of cosmic oneness connection. The link for it will be below this video. So in these portal moments, just remember that the energies can be very powerful, much more than normal, and to utilize that with awareness. So, if you have got a busy day and there are lots of things that need to be done, we have responsibilities, it might not be the time to tune in and tune out, as it were, from that. However, within 48 hours of a portal, those energies are still there. If we think of how the heavens move or appear to move, and how everything seems to transition, it's not an open closed situation, and time is timeless. So even though conceptually today, as I record this, and you may be listening to this as a 12/12 portal, at any moment you can still access the 12/12 portal energies just by deciding. So because the quantum fields are always open, just that the portals give more opportunity for easier access, I feel, more easier states of outer body experience even to be experienced. So for me, when we go into deep guided hypnotic meditative states, the experiences are showing us the depth of the field that we can explore that is not tangible. So the tangible is what we would say, really in New Age speak, is the 3D, and the intangible, or the more high frequency, less dense experiences would be 5D. So that's how you can sort of see what that would would feel like. So a very busy day that is orientated to having to complete tasks, show up on time for things, be present for people, very 3D. Whereas the opposite would be, for example, you're on a meditation retreat and all day is spent in contemplative quietness, specific guided meditations and visualizations, and so the time is not time anymore. It becomes a quantum experience of reality. So I hope that helps with a little bit of understanding of like my perception of working with portal energies. And I really hope the guided meditation and visualization I created and channeled and put together helps with this connection into understanding that we are all just multidimensional hologenetic beings moving in and out of experiences. Some are 3D dense experiences, some are 5D and beyond experiences, and in between all of this we see life, we see birth, and we see death. But at the end of the day, when you access the quantum field or the non-local planes of existence, these are all just different timelines and potentialities and realities, past, present and future, in the sense of not the clock time, but in the sense of all that is. Everything is recorded. We have the Akashic field, so every event appears to be recorded. It has a frequency and it has a vibration, and this is where we can understand that everything already is and already has been, even though we may not yet have experienced it. So when we go in through these portals and access the quantum field, we can access vast amounts of wisdom and knowledge to help us in what we perceive as the present moment and in the more dense 3D reality that we experience life in. These are powerful tools. Some would say spiritual, some would say esoteric, but these are very powerful tools that we can use to help us on our journey, because we are all, coming in and out of experiencing problems and hardship. This is life. So these guided meditations and these talks are to just help ease and support you and guide you through this exploration of the quantum field, the non-local planes of existence that you can access and explore multidimensionality, knowing therefore then that what would feel like a hard reality around you, the hardships perhaps, or the pain or the fear or the grief, it is real, but it is not to be consumed in, so that we can lift ourselves through it. We can be in it and understand it through a different lens of compassion, love, spirituality, connection to higher guidance, and that all is a sacred journey. Everything is a sacred journey towards our own self-illumination of who we are, why we are, how we are, and that evolution. So in these portals we can really find transformation, sometimes even transfiguration. These are two very different things. They sound similar, but very particularly when we start to allow ourselves, whatever you perceive as yourself, to explore multidimensionality, there is capacity for awareness to awaken even more fully. And that awareness is just an awakened state of awareness of everything. It's not closed down into matter. It's opened up into, we could say spirituality, but it's opened up into frequency, into vibrational states of awareness, of beingness. And this is where we find over time, with practice, through meditation, contemplation, visualization, mantra, there is a dissolving of the hardness, of the density of what we perceive as ourselves as an ego, and we become more malleable. This doesn't mean we become weak, it actually means we become more and more powerful, because we are more and more able to move through experiences multidimensionally. We don't feel like we're just stuck in a hard paradigm. We feel that we can energetically change situations, and not by working with matter over matter. We come into this deep realization that we don't change things matter by matter. We change things through vibration and frequency. And this is a powerful journey when you continue to practice frequency and vibration, rather than practicing trying to change reality by moving matter. I think I'm going to leave that there, and I will go deeper into that in another talk at some time. You know, it's fascinating. I would leave you with a suggestion of, if you haven't already, looking into Dr. Joe Dispenza's work. His work is very, very much about working in the meditative state to uncreate states of being, so that you can fully recreate new states of being. And that is the antithesis to trying to do matter over matter. This is what I've been talking about. It's using frequency, vibration, and energy states in the non-local field, in the quantum field, in multidimensionality, to shift how you're feeling, and how that then affects how you're being and what you're experiencing in what you feel is reality, you know, the matter of reality. So I want to wish you well on your 1212 portal investigations, and I really hope you enjoy the meditation, or any meditations that you're working with. And just remember that this portal energy is, you know, very much expanded energy for a good 48 hours post portal opening, and prior to opening as well. So just take an opportunity to delve deep into the quantum field, open yourself up to inquiry and contemplation, and a sense of connection to, I'm going to say, connection to multidimensionality and frequencies and vibrations that are always there. Just as right now in this time, we all know Wi-Fi is there, but we cannot see it. You know, we go into a shop, or we go into a cafe, or we get home and our Wi-Fi kicks back in. You know, when we're on the road, we don't see we don't see what's causing us to be able to make calls on the phone, but it's all there. So there is obviously the way that we speak about the quantum field and frequencies and vibrations that may make it seem separate to that, but anything invisible that is there is what is there. So I hope that analogy somewhat helps. So I'm going to wish you very good luck on this journey, and it would be wonderful if you explore that meditation or any meditations, and then just maybe put in the chat below what your experience is for your 1212 portal meditations and investigations have been. So sending you much love, and I hope to see you again soon.